Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for coming back to the channel. I wanted to talk about something that I've seen just recently on TikTok, and also has been making the rounds on YouTube. There was an anonymous Voiceless cube of truth that was set up in, I believe it was Melbourne, Australia, or somewhere in Australia, where Paul Bashir usually does his cubes. And they had two anti-vegans come by the cube and they started eating a KFC zinger box right in front of them. While they're doing the cube, they're trying to outreach in these two people. I know their names, but I'm not going to give them any kind of credit or any kind of further publicity by mentioning their names. They started eating the KFC box and then just mocking them basically to their faces, the vegan activists. I've been to many Cube of Truths. Obviously, I'm a part of Anonymous with Voiceless. I'm one of the chapter organizers for Edmonton. And I just wanted to tell the story from the vegan perspective, because I know there have been people like Isaac Butterfield who have said, oh, these are Aussie legends. These two guys who ate KFC right in front of vegans, oh, they're legends. They are the people we should aspire to be. I know that vegans are not going to sway those people, the Isaac Butterfields and these two anti-vegans, away from what they're doing, right? They're kind of at that point where that's their perspective in life, and they think that they can just make fun of vegans and not actually acknowledge what vegans are standing for. But I want to tell the story about through the eyes of what Paul did and the other activists that were there as well. One of the main things that activists need to be aware of is that it's just like a job. If you treat activism like a job that you currently have, then you're going to be successful. And what do I mean by that? So we have people always coming and bothering us at work. They're always, you're always going to have challenges, right? But what is the one core competency that employers are always looking for in their employees? I know there's many, but what is one that you can think of? The first one that comes to mind for me is self-control. And that was what was just demonstrated by Paul and the other activists on scene. What do I mean by that? So they obviously were eating and trying to provoke them into some kind of further altercation. You know, maybe hopefully a vegan activist can get caught on camera punching one of them in the face, or throwing insults, or tipping over their box of KFC, or doing something like that, right? Something outrageous, because then it just further proliferates the anti-vegan cause. Oh, look at these vegan activists. They're shoving it down our throats. They're being totally inappropriate, you know? And we're the poor victims. What did Paul do? He thanked them for being there. He answered their questions politely, and then he returned to the cube. That is the story that vegan activism has to be. Showing self-control. As much as deep down inside your adrenaline and your cortisol is rushing at somebody doing something totally inappropriate in front of you that you would never do to them, when they do that to you, what do you have to do? I know for me, I would just take a really deep breath. In, out, a couple times. Take a step back, and then re-engage. You're not going to go very far trying to outreach them, because they are not wanting to be outreached to. But Paul just acknowledged their presence, said, thank you for being here, answered their questions. No, I don't want any of your KFC. I have more important things I have to do right now, like going to talk to those people here who are ready to listen to the message. So the next time that you're faced with one of those situations, it doesn't have to be with some stranger on the street. It could also be with a family member. You know, sending you a tweet or something like that, or a Facebook post saying, oh man, this hunting was so great on the weekend. I bagged myself a deer and now it's hanging up here. You want to see a picture of it? The next time, how would that make you feel, by the way? Honestly, if somebody showed you some greasy meat. I was on TikTok and some random meat eater, he sent me a picture of him devouring a piece of raw meat. And my initial instinct was like, that's gross. You're going to get tons of bacteria and you're probably going to get sick, buddy, but okay. We're not going to change everybody's minds. But just take a step back about what you want to think about, and then choose whether or not you're actually going to spend time actually talking to them, or move on to the next person where you can be having more success. So that's all I want to say today. I just want to say good job, Paul. I want to say good job, Asal, and all the other people that were there on that day. You showed professionalism, you showed self-control, and those two core competencies are what we need to propel this vegan movement forward. We also shouldn't be infighting as well, but I'm going to save that chat for another video. So thanks so much for watching, and catch you in the next one. Have a good week.